Hi frugal friends, welcome to your daily dose of frugality. On the YouTube channel is Fire for Me. My name's Kim, and together we are reading 365 Ways to Live Cheap by Trent Ham. We have just finished up the appliances section where we learned how to be very thrifty and frugal when it came to buying new appliances and using the ones we currently have. We are embarking on a new section, which is cheap tactics for automobiles. So it looks like there's about 17 tips here that I'm interested to dive into with you. And we will start with the first one, which is focus on reliability and fuel efficiency. It's easy to get excited about all the latest features when you're considering a car purchase, but instead of focusing on the DVD player or leather seats, focus on these buying tactics instead. Do your research before you go near a car dealership. Examine the most recent car buying issue of Consumer Reports for starters, and carefully study their findings on reliability as well as their overall conclusions. Cars marked as highly reliable have significantly lower expenses for repairs over the lifetime of the car, directly saving you cash. Focus on buying late model used cars, as they often have the best long-term value for the dollar. Put a high emphasis on fuel efficiency. Over 75,000 miles of driving, a 15 mile per gallon car guzzles 5,000 gallons of gas, while a 20 mile per gallon car only uses 3,750 gallons. At $4 per gallon, that's a savings of $5,000, and that's if gas prices hold steady. Know your numbers before you go. Use the Kelley Blue Book to find out the value of your current car if you're planning on trading, and the value of the car you're looking at. You will then have a sense of how fair the offer is. So just like in the appliances section, they're starting out with basically do your research. If you're in the market for a new car, make sure you go to the dealership with an idea of what you're looking for and also an idea of the value of the car that you're trading in. Very similar to appliances, Jesse and I mostly purchased used cars. We have purchased one new car, and it was a very exciting experience. And our new car, as of this point, I think is 14 years old, so it's not so new anymore. But I remember when we went to the dealership, we didn't really have a solid grasp on what we were looking for. We knew we wanted something that was pretty reliable and that, could be an everyday car for me. I was doing a little bit of commuting at the time, and so we wanted to be able to do some road trips in it and so forth. So we went to the dealership, and once you get there, as anyone who's bought a car off a dealership knows, the sales pressure is pretty high. And so even though we had a really wonderful sales agent that was helping walk us through the process, it didn't feel like a great time to be making a lot of questionings about making the decision simply because the pressure felt so high. So definitely going with something in mind, a plan in place, how much you want to spend, maybe the key features that you're looking for or the exact model that you're looking for, and what you plan to get for your car with trade-in value. I think going armed with all of that knowledge and information is going to really help when you have to do those negotiations and kind of work with the sales team, since it can be kind of a higher pressure environment. I also think that if you can get a used car, Jesse's done a video on how much that can save you. My brother-in-law was able to purchase a car that hardly cost any money, and that thing runs great, and it's been working really, really well for him. It came from an older woman who was a single car owner, and she had kept it in her garage and had a stack of papers about this thick with all of its history as far as maintenance and all of the different things that had been done to it throughout the years. And so you got a screaming deal on a really low mileage, well-maintained older vehicle that works perfectly for what they use it for, which is commuting to and from work and the grocery store. So cars can be a very expensive purchase that depreciate really quickly. So if you are going to buy a new car, make sure you go armed with information. Even if you're going to go buy a used car, go armed with information and make the best decision that's right for you and your family. All right, I will see you back here tomorrow for another daily dose of frugality. We'll be on the second item in the automobile section of 365 ways to live cheap. See you back tomorrow.